Welcome to Bible and Body in a Year, day 242. We're going to be doing legs today and starting in Psalms 129, going up to 133, working in Corinthians again, 10 and 11. So it's going to be a floor-based and stool-based leg workout. Let's get started. It should be fun.
Psalm 129.
All right, warming up.
Many a time have they afflicted me from my youth. May Israel now say,
in London.
Many a time have they afflicted me from my youth, yet they have not prevailed against me. The plowers plowed upon my back, they made long their furrows. The Lord is righteous, he hath cut asunder the cords of the wicked. Let them all be confounded and turned back that hate Zion. Let them be as the grass upon the housetops, which withereth afore it groweth up, wherewith the mower filleth not his hand, nor he that bindeth sheaves his bosom.
None.
Neither do they which go by say, The blessing of the Lord be upon you. We bless you in the name of the Lord.
Air squats again.
Psalm 130. Out of the depths have I cried unto thee, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplications. If thou, Lord, shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand? But there is forgiveness with thee, that thou mayest be feared.
Mountain climbers.
I wait for the Lord. My soul doth wait, and in his word do I hope. My soul waiteth for the Lord more than they that watch for the morning. I say more than they that watch for the morning. Let Israel hope in the Lord. With the Lord there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption. And he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities.
Good. We're going to the bench. This set only has
Psalm
two
131.
exercises.
Lord,
Hip
my heart is not
adduction
haughty,
and
nor mine
adduction.
eyes lofty. Neither do I exercise myself in great matters,
bring
or
your
in
calf
things
weight
too
up.
high for me.
Under the bench.
Surely I have behaved and quieted myself as a
Lift
child
that
that is
lower
weaned
leg.
of his mother. My soul is even as a weaned child. Let Israel hope in the Lord from henceforth and forever. Psalm 132. Lord, remember David in all his afflictions, how he sware unto the Lord and vowed unto the mighty God of Jacob. Surely I will not come into the tabernacle of my house, nor go up into my bed. I will not give sleep to mine eyes, or slumber to mine eyelids, until I find out a place for the Lord, an habitation
Come out
for the
into the
mighty God
side
of Jacob.
plank. Abduction.
We heard of it at
Lift that upper leg.
Ephrata. We found it in the fields of the wood. We will go into his tabernacles. We will worship at his footstool. Arise, O Lord, into thy rest, thou and the ark of thy strength. Let thy priests be clothed with righteousness,
Other
and let
side.
thy saints shout for joy. For thy servant David's sake, turn not away the face of thine anointed. The Lord hath sworn in truth unto David, he will not turn from it. Of the fruit of thy body will I set upon thy throne. If thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony that I shall teach them,
Again.
their
Lay down
children
the
shall
bench.
also sit upon thy throne
Upper.
forevermore.
Lower leg.
For
Lift
the
up.
Lord hath chosen Zion, he hath desired it for his habitation. This is my rest forever. Here will I dwell, for I have desired it. I will abundantly bless her provision. I will satisfy her poor with bread. I will also clothe her priests with salvation, and her saints shall shout aloud for joy. There will I make the horn of David to bud. I have ordained a lamp for mine anointed. His enemies will I clothe with shame, but upon himself shall his crown flourish.
Back for abduction. Side plank.
Psalm
Lamont 5.
133. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore.
Good. Back to the bench one more time.
1 Corinthians 10.
Adduction.
Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ. But with many of them God was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness.
You can
Now
do
these
it.
things were our examples, to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted. Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written, people sat down to eat and drink, and rose up to play. Neither let us commit fornication, as some of them committed, and fell in one day 23,000. Neither let us tempt Christ, as some of them also tempted, and were destroyed of serpents. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured, and were destroyed of the destroyer. And all these things happen unto them for examples, and they are written
Okay.
for our
Next
admonition,
set.
upon whom
We're going to
the
do
ends
seated
of the
heel
world are come.
raises.
Wherefore, let
Toe
him that
squats,
thinketh he standeth
and then a foot
take
weight lift.
heed, lest he fall. There hath no temptation
Weights
taken you but
underneath.
such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will, with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that ye
Hold
may
on
be
there.
able to bear it. Wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. I speak as to wise men. Judge ye what
When
I
you're facing
say.
your bench.
The cup of blessing which we bless, is it not the communion of the
Down.
blood of Christ?
Up.
The bread which we break, is it not the communion of the body of Christ? For we, being many, are one bread and one body, for we are all partakers of that one bread. Behold, Israel, after the flesh, are not they which eat of the sacrifices partakers of the altar? What say I then?
Good.
That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything?
Grab a weight
But I say,
for a
the
pickup.
things
We're
which
just
the
doing it
Gentiles
sitting.
sacrifice, they sacrifice
So
to
lifting your
devils
toe,
and not to God. And I would
lifting your
not
leg.
that ye should have fellowship with devils. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table
Good.
and of the table of devils. Do we
Good.
provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Let no man seek his own, but every man another's wealth. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles, that eat, asking no question for conscience' sake. For the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof. If any of them
Alright.
that believe not,
Heel
bring you to a
raises.
feast,
Okay.
and ye be disposed to go. Whatsoever is set before you, eat, asking no question for conscience' sake. But if any man say unto you, This is offered in sacrifice unto idols, eat not, for his sake that showed it, and for conscience' sake. For the earth is the Lord's, and the
Tiptoe
fullness thereof.
squats
Conscience, I say, not thine
Grab your
own,
bench.
but of the other.
On your
For
toes.
why is my
Down.
liberty judged
Up
of
with
another
your
man's
butt.
conscience? But if I by grace be a partaker, why am I evil spoken of for that for which I give thanks? Whether therefore ye eat or drink, or whatsoever ye do, do all to the glory of God. Give none offense, neither to the Jews, nor to the Gentiles, nor to the church of God.
Foot lift.
Even as I please all men in all things, not seeking mine own profit, but the profit of many, that they may
Lift
be
the
saved.
toes. Lift the leg.
1 Corinthians 11.
We might shortcut.
Be ye followers of
Just
me, even as I also am of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is
The
Christ,
big thing is to lift
and the
your
head of the
toes. You
woman
can lift
is the
your leg,
man,
also
and the head of
what?
Christ is God. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoureth his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoureth her head. But that is even all one, as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven,
Small
let her
weights.
be covered.
Or large weights.
For a man
I guess.
indeed
On your
ought not to
toes,
cover his head,
lifting
for
the
as much
heels.
as he is the image and glory of God. But the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels.
Let's tiptoe
Nevertheless,
squats again.
neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman. But all things of God. Judging yourselves, is it comely that a woman pray unto God uncovered? Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long
Lift the
hair, it is a
toes.
shame unto him? But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her
You
for
know
a
what?
covering.
Let's see if we can do both at
But
the
if any
same
man
time.
seem to be contentious, we have no such
think we
custom,
can,
neither in the
because you're
churches
sitting.
of God. Now, in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not, that ye come together not for the better, but for the worse. But first of all, when ye come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I partly believe it. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. When ye come together therefore into one place, this is
good.
not to
Okay.
eat the Lord's supper.
Down to
For
the
in
mat.
eating every one taketh before another his
Abs.
own supper, and one is hungry and another is drunken. What? Have ye not houses to
Sit-ups.
eat and to drink in? Or
Superman.
despise ye the church
and
of God,
Scissor V.
and shame them that have not? What shall I say to you? Shall I praise you in this? I praise you not. For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you. That the Lord Jesus, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread, and when he had given thanks, he brake it, and said, Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. After the same manner, also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, This cup
Flip
is the
over.
New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it, in remembrance of
Superman.
me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup.
V.
For he that eateth
Do
and
the
drinketh
legs.
unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to
Crisscrossing.
himself, not discerning the Lord's body. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat,
Again,
tarry one
sit-ups.
for another. And if any man hunger, let him eat at home, that ye come not together unto condemnation. And the rest will I set in order when I come.
We're just going to finish this one up. Call it a day. These psalms are so short. Go back to Superman's. On your belly. Lift arms and legs. And crisscross the legs in a V. Woo. Okay. We gotta stretch still. Very nice. We're gonna kneel to get those quads. It's a really effective way to get them. You know, you're pulling that leg back, Feeling it in the front of the thigh. Let's stand up for hamstrings. Make use of that bench one more time. Bring chest to knee. Make sure you switch sides. Very nice. Front lunge. Those hip flexors and calves. And to the side. There we go. Right in here. Okay, done. See you tomorrow for arms. Have a great day.